All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready? White 25. Black 4-4. You can't block me. You can't block me. Deuce, 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 deuce. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jameis to throw it. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, and he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Play fake. Winston. He's got it to Hilton. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, they'll feel like they can't stop him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready, black 22. You don't see me in your nightmares.
Winston keeps it himself. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, someone. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got him. Smoke. Here we go.
Now Foles. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Foles. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Blue ready. Mike forward. And let's get in that hole.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Winston. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
1st down, here's White. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's get it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming.
To throw is Winston. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first down, White. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's White. He won't go down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Ready? Blue 80. Here we go. Check. Check. Sunday. Check out.
To throw, Winston. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
4 down. Check. Wait. Check.
Now Winston. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, about that.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But
Yeah.
let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Edwards. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And got his man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a run with Edwards. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd down and goal. Foles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ready.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
65, 65, 65.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got an open man, that's Campbell. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Ready. White 25. 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go, D. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Green, triple T.
Off the play fake, Winston. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready, black 25. That's what I do.
They run with Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Foles now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Lambeau on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on second down. Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. It's our time. Yeah. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt.
Be alert, be alert.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Great. Mike 50.
Foles. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Here we go.
Foles now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch left. He's done right there.
Now Foles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Slide in. I'm coming after you. Under. I'm coming after you. Play. Mike's 50,
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
A gain on the play. That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's White, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Ready. Flash, what is that? 44. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, that's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Black 22. Check. Get away.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Running out of the gun with White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Winston. That's complete to White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 9 at the 27-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
What we got?
Here's Foles. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
After the sack on 1st down, Foles into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? Mike 25. Mike 45. Woo! Alert 30. Hey, let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Exit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Ebron with it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch. Come on.
On 1st down, White. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gains.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Winston now. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run. This is White. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it. This is White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun. Winston. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. The 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Colts 24. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown? That gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
44 is the mark.
Winston. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
It's going to be a long day. Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Winston. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. A gain of 37. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Our time. It's our time.
From the red zone now, Winston. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Wide, get wide. Flip it.
They go play action. Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. James White with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Second and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. They'll run on first down. Edwards. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost. Because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there. They're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready. Black, we go back. Watch the pass.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Colts, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.